Good day everyone! We are presenting the Geographic Information System or GIS. Geographic Information System is a computer system that analyzes and displays geographically referenced information. It uses data that is attached to a unique location. A geographic information system is a multi-component environment used to create, manage, visualize, and analyze data and its spatial counterpart. It's important to note that most data sets you will encounter in your lifetime can all be assigned a spatial location, whether on the Earth's surface or within some arbitrary coordinate system. What is the role of GIS? Web maps are online maps created with ArcGIS that provide a way to work and interact with geographic content organized as layers. They are shared across your organization and beyond on the web and across smartphones and tablets. Each map contains a reference-based map along with a set of additional data layers, plus tools that work on these layers. The tools can do simple things such as open a pop-up window when you click on the map or more complex things, such as performing spatial analysis and telling you the agricultural crop production in every country.
Database. The most important component of a GIS is the data. Geographic data and related tabular data can be collected in-house or bought in a commercial data provider. The database information, which is the attribute data, is tied to a spatial data, which is a feature layers. Software. GIS software provides the functions and tools needed to store, analyze, and display geographic information. Hardware. Hardware is the computer on which a GIS operates. Today, GIS runs on a wide range of hardware types, from centralized computer servers to desktop computers used in standalone or network configurations.
GIS network requires actionable information to support. Network utilities need to provide a safe working environment, deliver a reliable service, security, and a focused customer support. GIS is an interactive map. There are various software available and each one is a unique feature. Most of data about an area is being integrated into a map and they can be managed in a GIS software. Management and procedures vary according to the users, since not all users have the same level of access.
For the users that utilizes the GIS apps, and each one of them has different roles and different privileges. The first one is the viewers. The viewers can view items and have limited access to the data available in GIS apps. Next is the editors. The editors can view and edit maps or apps shared to them by other users or other editors. Field workers, just like editors, but they can primarily interact with GIS contents using field apps. Next are the creators that is allowed to create and edit maps, perform analysis, collect data, collaborate, and share content with other users for them to use. GIS professional. GIS professionals can build advanced 2D or 3D maps, visualizations, and analysis.
Something happened in the late 60s that would change the whole purpose of mapping and the way that we think about projections. Satellites orbiting our planet started sending location and navigation data to little receiver units all around the world.
Today, orbiting satellites of the Navy Navigation Satellite System provide round-the-clock, ultra-precise position fixes from space to units everywhere in any kind of weather. Satellites transmitting precise, jam-resistant radio navigational signals. Current plans call for 18 satellites orbiting the Earth every 12 hours. They will provide highly accurate and continuous global coverage to authorized users by the late 1980s.
Boundaries. A boundary is a real or imaginary line that separates two things. In geography, boundaries separate different regions on Earth.
Elevation data can be generated from existing contour maps, photogrammetric analysis or stereo aerial photography, satellite imagery or laser flights. Elevation values are most commonly shown relative to sea level. Thus, positive values indicate areas found above sea level, and negative values are places on the Earth found below sea level.
Hydrography is a science of measuring and describing the physical characteristic bodies of water and the land area that surrounds them. The primary method of obtaining hydrographic data is surveying with multi-beam echo sounder. Hydrography aids the safe and efficient operation of a maritime transportation system by mapping out the water depth, the shape of seafloor and coastline, the location of potential obstruction, and physical features of water bodies.
Land cover is the biophysical cover that's above the Earth's surface. It is strictly confined as vegetations or man-made features that's above the land and not the land itself. Vegetation such as grass fields, forests, and many other naturally covered areas are considered as land covers, and as well as the man-made features or the artificial structures such as houses, golf courses, and many other more. Land cover can be used to determine plan where to construct a structure like recreations or housing with awareness of the landscape and the other structures around it. So in other words, land cover is used as a map containing the objects that or anything that covers the land itself.
An ortho image is a uniform scale where correction has been made for feature displacement such as building tilt and for scale variation caused by terrain relief, sensor geometry, and camera tilt. Georeference ortho images supports a variety of geographic information analysis and mapping application and provide the foundation for most public and private
The transportation of GIS is widespread. The major areas of application include the traffic modeling, route planning, accident analysis, and also the highway maintenance. The transportation sector is one of the backbones of the country's economy. It's through transport systems that goods and people can move as they go about their social and economic activities.
Why is geographic analysis is important? Spatial analysis allows you to solve complex problems and better understand where and what is occurring in your world. It goes beyond mapping alone to let you study the characteristic of places and the relationship between them. Interpreting maps, they help us understand Earth and how its physical process and future can shape human activity and vice versa. When data is organized by its location, we can see geographic patterns that allows you to develop a better understanding of how systems work and interact with one another.
Visualization. Visualizing large amounts of information interactively is one of the most attractive and useful capabilities of GIS. High-powered computers can alter any element of the display on the fly, changing not only on the look of the graphic image but also its interpretation. This ability to create multiple perspectives, both literally and figuratively, enhance a viewer's perceptive abilities to understand the phenomenon being studied like never before.
Spatial data is any type of data that directly or indirectly references a specific geographical area or location, sometimes called geospatial data or geographic information. Spatial data can also numerically represent a physical object in a geographic coordinate system. Analyzing this data provides a better understanding on how each variable impacts individual, communities, population, etc. There are several spatial data types, but the two primary kinds of spatial data are geometric data and geographic data. Geometric data is a spatial data type that map on a two-dimensional flat surface, while geographic data highlights the latitude and the longitude relationship of a specific object or location. Spatial data helps users understand where things happen and why they happen there. For example, Geographic Information System or GIS, and other specialized software. Spatial data mining as a key driver of GIS application development. Spatial data mining allows users to extract valuable data in contiguous regions and investigate spatial patterns.
Spatial analysis is a type of geographical analysis which seeks to explain the patterns of the human behavior and its spatial expression in terms of mathematics and geometry. Example, the analysis of the nearest neighbor and the distant polygons. Many of the models are grounded in microeconomics and predict the patterns which should occur in forest and the growth of the networks and urban systems given a number of preconditions such as the isotropic plane, movement of minimization, and profit of maximization. It is based on the tenet that economic man is responsible for the development of the landscape.
So how does the GIS works? GIS software runs on computers ranging from the most powerful server to software on your mobile phones. In a GIS, information about the real world is stored as a collection of thematic layers linked by geography. Each layer contains similar features such as streets or rivers. People can then analyze geographic data using GIS tools and visualize geographic data as maps, graphs, or charts. Patterns and trends can easily be identified, so information that was previously buried in a spreadsheet now comes to life.